top why we hate Heather Funk. And it messed with me. Not long after that, I would sit down with my little stationery, my little pen, and I would send a letter to my grandparents, and the nature of the letter was I don't want to live anymore. And we kind of just moved on from that, and we had to move again. And so now I was going into middle school. Again, new city, new home, new neighborhood, new people, and didn't know anybody. And I remember distinctly in Grand Rapids, Ohio, starting off middle school, going in that first day, just freaking out because it's awkward, it's hard. But I didn't have a choice, right? And again, I would find myself struggling with kind of being the loner and being bullied. There was one person that just loved giving me a hard time. And I won't belabor all the things that she did to me, but I wanted to tell you guys one of the things that she did to me that year was we were in art class and we were going to watch a movie. And I didn't have any friends at this point, so I sat in the front of the class by myself. And I remember there was kind of a squad that sat toward the back of the classroom, and I could hear them giggling and laughing. And she turned the lights off. She started to roll the film, and the laughing got louder, and I just got more awkward, and I was just like cringing. Because what they were doing now that the lights were out was they were picking their noses and flinging their snot to the back of my head. I know, you can laugh, it's pretty hilarious, but it's also disgusting. Alright, see, yeah, it's already good. Just don't do it to people, or I will show up at your bedroom window.
Or what? Just because I can
I'll put the sandwich back in. I went through the rest of middle school just continuing to be alone. And I remember one more time, after middle school, going into my freshman year, my mom and dad, we had to move again. And this time we're moving to Chicago, big city, new home, new neighborhood, new people, not knowing anybody. And I was so tired of being bullied. I wanted to be popular. I did. I wanted to be popular. Those cards were never dealt to me. But so we started to make that move and transition to Chicago, and it was before school started in Chicago as a freshman in a brand new school where I just couldn't go through with it again. So I sat down in the living room and I wrote a suicide letter. And I went into the kitchen, I put the letter on the counter, and started to look for a knife so I could take my life when the doorbell rang. And I went to the door and I was like, bro, you're timing. It was the Oregon bug man. Can't make this stuff up. You only have to be like a Heather or Michelle Funk to have that kind of stuff happen to you. And he's like, yeah, I need to come inside to spray for the bugs. I'm like, really? And he did, and he was praying for the bugs, and I'm like, because my suicide letter was right there on the counter. And so was the knife. He finished praying for bugs, but before I could continue with my plan, my whole family came home, and they're loud and obnoxious and so extra, and so it just kind of threw that plan off for that day. But last year, I was cleaning out some boxes at our house, and I found that letter. I haven't been able to read it yet, but it painfully reminded me of what it's like when you're alone. So we just kind of move on to that, and I don't want to get into all the details of everything else I've done in the name of not wanting to live, but I did overdose in college trying to take my life, and they were able to take me to the ER and obviously keep me alive. July 30th, 2000, though, would be the worst of my attempts and my last attempt. I've been married for 1 year. Yes, somebody married me, people, okay? Thank you. Yeah, I know. Oh, 1 year of I think that's supposed to be in the chapel today. I married a pastor, and I'm like, so not pastor-like. But I did. I married Raul Palacios. He was a pastor, which made me a pastor's wife. Freak show. But we've been married for 1 year, and for me, I couldn't reconcile with being a pastor's wife, like, you're supposed to be like really goody tutu shoes and turn it on and like churn butter and wear, clothes from Chico's and all that weird stuff. I mean, look at me. Like, these are the shoes. This is where it's at right here. How fresh are these? How fresh are these? Like, DJ got it for me. I love these. But I'm not pastor-like material, and I have been married for a year struggling with the fact that, oh my gosh, I'm a Christian, divorce isn't an option, and I'm married to a pastor, and I don't want to live. And so in a very executed, calculated decision on July 30th, 2000, I called my husband to let him know that what is about to happen is not his fault. And in a parking lot, in a Walgreens parking lot, in my car, started to take my life. And we had been on the phone, and I was just making sure he knew it wasn't his fault, because he hadn't done anything wrong. He's a good guy. And when he got to the scene, he was not able to stop me from what I was doing in my car, which forced him to have to call 911 when all the first responders show up, and 6 first responders were unable to get me to stop killing myself in my car. I had become that strong, supernaturally, I think, determined, belligerent, to not live another day. In the state of Florida, though, when you pose to be a threat to yourself or society, they have a law, and that law says that they are allowed to lock you up in a psychiatric ward for 72 hours. And that's what they did. In a white van, I was taken to a psychiatric hospital, which was deplorable, not sexy at all. It was ratchet. It was like prison.
Ratchet.
It was nasty.
Nurse ratchet.
And they didn't have a room, so covered in blood and covered in throw up, they threw me into a wheelchair, wheeled me into the psychiatric ward, put me up against the wall, and threw a sheet over me. Probably one of the lowest moments of my life. Finally, they were able to get me into a room, and because I was so violent towards people in them trying to save me, they put me in a room by myself and locked me in to sit there with my demons. Lest I use anything in the room to harm myself, they took everything out. It was a room with a bed, a chair, no blankets, no sheets. And I lied there that night, July 30th, 2000, and I remember, so mad at God. What are you doing?
Excuse me, sorry.
I don't want to live. You won't let me die. And I was so mad, and one thing I learned that night is God can handle my mad. After I got done venting and going extra on him, I remember I just started to, cry. What am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? I can't even die right. I can't be a pastor's wife. I don't want to live. I'm stuck in the cuckoo's nest. What is that ever to do with something like this? I mean, I am cuckoo, but, I don't want to be in the cuckoo's nest forever, I want to be a free cuckoo. And, so I just started to remember Bible verses. Pastor Chris talked about reading your Bible. No, better be in that book. Because that book is life. And the enemy wants you and I to experience death and destruction all the time. And that is the book of life. You put that in you, you've got life. And I started to draw from that life treasure in my belly of verses that I had read throughout the years. And I remember just lying there. They didn't even let me shower, so I had throw up on me and I had blood on me. And my hair was all messy. This is nasty, but I remember that God had said that I have come to give you life and give it to you abundantly, and I've got a plan for your life for you to prosper. I've got a future for you, and I just was like, all right, I get it. I got your verses. Prove them to me. And then the last thing I remember doing that night in this nasty psych ward is I made a deal with God. Now, I don't know if I can make deals with God, but I think he gives concessions to crazy people. And so I was like, all right, God, here's the dealio. Get me out of here, and I will dedicate the rest of my life to helping people not end up here. And that was 20 years ago. And I have held up to that end of the deal, and so has God. And even though the struggle is still real in my brain, I get regular counseling, I stay close to God, I stay close to my church, I read my Bible, I take medicine, I just try to be a good steward with the compromise why I'm able to be here today with you guys. I was given this invitation by your very kind administration, who went out on a limb to give Crazy the mic and let her speak into you. And before I'm done, I got a couple of things I want to say to two different groups of people, and then you'll never see me again, I promise. Unless I show you this front window for being crazy. Make sure you get something else I do. Alright. You're going to forget me, you're going to forget my story, you're going to forget the details, but you won't forget the Word of God. And the Word of God that I have is the backdrop for the two different things I want to say before I peace out, is that Jesus said, love your neighbor as yourself. So I want to speak to that first into two groups. First, I want to speak to you if you are here right now and you've got a squad. You've got a group, you've got a posse, you've got a team, you've got your homies, you've got your G's. I mean, you're good. You're good. All right? High five your peeps right now. Yeah, there we go. Get it out of the system. All right. The Bible says to love your neighbor. And your neighbor is anybody. In your circle and out of it. It nearly killed me being the one at school that didn't have anyone. My challenge to you, all of you who were able to high five someone, is that you find the ones that no one is noticing and you find a way to love them. Stand up inside of yourself. You the man? All right. Then you start acting, then you act like it. You the queen, you the goo, you're the boo, you're the boo. All right. Then you find the one that no one's noticing and you find a way to love them. Did you hear me? So I'm already saying it again. My challenge to you, well, first of all, I just want to say that I'm glad that you have people. I do. I'm happy for you because I know what it's like to not. I think that's awesome. But you got to stand up for people that don't have people. Because Jesus did that for you on the cross. When all of his homies flew down, he stayed on the cross anyway. He was the man. He was the man. All I wanted was one person to go to lunch with. One person to hang out with after school. I would have given the basic necessities of life up to have one person to walk down the hall with. And you could be that one person to somebody. There should never be a loner at a school. Ever. 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 Especially a Christian school. We want to be famous. We want to be epic. We want to be a hero. We want to be the icon of our generation. We want to go viral on social media. Then find the one no one's noticing. Find a way to love them. The outcast, the weird one, the awkward one, the new student, those were all me. The second thing I would say, if you're blessed to have a group of people around you, is that code of silence is a weapon. They say snitches get stitches, right? Right. Well, I would rather snitch and get stitches than stand in front of a friend at a funeral who died. Break the code of silence. If you know somebody who is struggling, you must tell somebody. Last year, there was a girl I knew who was posting on Snapchat her suicide. Her friend saw it. She called 911. They showed up at the house, barged through the front door. Parents didn't even know what was happening. Went to visit her and visit her and visit her and prayed with her and prayed over her. I'm so glad that she made it out of that. She's now okay. She's volunteering. And that would not be the case if that friend would have said something. You're not a wuss if you stand up for the life of somebody else. You're a hero. You're a lifesaver. Speak up when you know that somebody else might be taking their life or not wanting to live or wanting to give up. Is that cool? Will you guys just say a little okay? Just okay? Okay. Thank you. You guys are great. Everybody gets a new set of Nike shoes. All right. The other group of people I want to speak to, and then I'm done real quick, is this. The Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. So we talk to the people that can love their neighbor, but now I want to talk to you if you don't love yourself. And I know there's probably at least one person in here that does not love themselves. The Bible says that God knew you before you were born. The Bible says that God has a plan for your life. The Bible says that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. The Bible says that God was there in your mom's belly when you were being put together in utter seclusion. The Bible says God collects your tears. The Bible says you don't have a God pie in the sky, Alibaba, weird freak show. You've got a Father God who understands everything that you've been through. The Bible says that God has a book with every page of your life on it. You are a child of the Most High God. You are not a copy. You are not a mistake. You're not a backup. You're not average. You're not dispensable. And you are not replaceable. If there is a king in your heart, there is a crown on your head. You are royalty. And God let you be born. You were miscarried. You were aborted. God wanted you to join the human race because He would know that you would be the only one of yourself in it. Life is hard. I am not even going to get up here and try to give you those butterfly kiss baloney that life's easy with God. No, it's not. All you got to do is come up here and read my journal after service to know what last week was like for me. But I do know this, is because I know what it's like to not have anybody. I run to anybody who doesn't have anybody. And I also know this, that even though I struggle in my brain, I know I am the one and only of me. And so I will finish this race called life being her. You've got to love yourself. You're all we have. We don't have a backup of you. There's not another one. We need you in the timeline of humanity. You're it. So be her or be him till God closes the book on your story. One of my favorite things is this. Psalm 23 says, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. And what I love about that verse is it says, I walk through the valley. I don't live there. So I'm going to tell you guys right now that life is hard, and with Jesus, it's still hard. But valleys have beginnings and ends, and so if you're going through a valley right now, it's not your forever. He will lead you out of it. It's an honor to be in front of you guys today. Somewhere in this room is a president, a queen, a new rapper, another Beyonce. I'm telling you, I can sense it y'all right here, right now. The next American Idol winner, actually that show's got to go. I mean,
Beyonce has
sorry,
to
yeah, bye. So I'd love to pray for you guys, and then I will be out of here. So I was thinking about how I could pray with you guys, because it's like, we've already prayed like 3 times. Not that you can't pray too many times, but I wanted it to kind of be distinct between you and I. So I'm going to pray, and I'm just going to ask you, this is kind of funky fresh, but hey, I don't know if you're feeling it. If you've ever felt like giving up, giving in, or running away, would you come up here and stand with me? Is there anybody has ever felt that? And it's okay if you don't come up here and stand with me. You stay where you are because we need you too. We need the coaches, we need you too. We need the coaches and the cheerleaders, and we need the popular people that have the connection. So it's okay if you're in your seat. Don't feel guilty to come up here. But if you have felt that, come up here and stand with me. And if you're in your seat, would you just stand and stand in support for these people on the stage, will you? Will you just stand in support for these people on the stage? Keep it quiet, keep it quiet. Stand for these people and now pray, and then I'm gonna escape like a magician. Put your hands up, put your hands up. God, I pray that you would look down from heaven and see on the stage the people that you made, that you loved, that you died for, that you cared for, that you resurrected for, that you wanted to be on earth, that you put into the human timeline. I pray you would look down and you would bend down and you would comfort, hold, love, support, cheer, cherish, esteem, redeem all of us. Lord, I thank you for the people in the audience. We need people out there that are strong. I needed Raul, my husband. He would be sitting in the auditorium right now, but he would be standing knowing that we need people like them. There's two kinds of us in this room, but God, you made all of us. Lord, I do come against the enemy of death and destruction over this school and this church and these teachers and these students. This is the generation right here, God. These guys are going to do great things. They are going to change the world, and the enemy has no right to them. This is a room of life. This is a room of victory. Enemy, we come against you in the name of Jesus. You have no right to these kids. They're so awesome. Who am I that you would let me stand here with them? Thank God I wore waterproof mascara. God, I just pray over them. My life verse, Deuteronomy 30:19. Oh, that you would choose life, so that you and your descendants might live. And I